Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to that exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda here, like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Pachino, Stalemate, not Farmlands, that's the 2v2 version. The north it is Theodosios, fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth, here with the 6th Armoured, number 2 Company, Australian defence picked, unsurprisingly. Double sappers, though, not any Australian, though we do get the Australians then. First and south, it is Oziligath. Fighting for the German army, Deutschland, here with the 3rd Panzer Grenadier Division, straight into Italian infantry, double Panzer Pioneer bike opening. Triple Panzer Pioneer, okay. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons supporters for the continued generous and heroic support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these wonderful videos possible. Big thanks to commenting and liking on the helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms, keeps the video going out further, helps the video go out further, and also keeps the cat from binding off my fingers. And finally, big thanks to Felix for his generous donation. Of course, helps towards the war chest here of the Propagandacast. So, off to the races we are. In a variety of directions, though both players do tend to focus a bit more on the north side. Though I do believe there were some changes to the map in terms of resources to help spread out things a bit more. If I remember correctly, I think they changed some of these southern fuel points here to be a bit bigger because they had realised that by setting the fuel points up like that and then the cut-off points, you'd get a lot more of the fighting here. It's just everything gravitated towards these 2 points, so by adding a bit more fuel on the south side helps spread that out a bit more. It's just sort of like you don't have to go up north. So, thumbs up to that, I guess. Sabba's thinking about the 250 halfback for Oziligath. And does Vaterland. But yeah, Triple Panzer Pioneers there. Definitely seem to be some players back again to the whole experimenting with the having a lot of Panzer Pioneers building. Is that a Luftwaffe marking there on the pith helmet? Interestingly enough, I think it is.
Enemy presence! We can't stay.
Not entirely sure why, but okay. Sappers, the Panzer Pioneer. Further south, the bike was being charged by sappers, noting no dingoes out of Theodosios right off the bat, which is an interesting choice because typically do want the dingo to help counter and fight back against the early DAK-like vehicles. So for Theodosios to just seemingly skip the dingo, at least delay it, is a very bold choice because of that. Center there, we got Australians moving forwards. South side, saps in a duel there with a bike. Panzer Pioneer nearby could of course also assist the fight here. Center, munitions point only being pushed out up north after going in. Theodosios, of course, seeing what's coming his way, immediately retreats, probably regretting, of course, didn't go for dingo sooner. Panzer Pioneer there at the ready. South side Germans there converging, force off Theodosios sappers there as well, another section away. Bike being swiftly fixed up here by the 2 Panzer Pioneer squads. Up north, the Australians with the section going straight for the cutoff point, bypassing the 250 half to get under Oziligath of France. So, all things quiet so far here. 250 forward to section flying away there, letting loose. And an Indy 34 for Oziligath. And a Deutschland. Yeah, no dingoes whatsoever there is really bold, and honestly, it's not something I'd recommend if you're the Brits versus the DAK. You really want that early dingo in most cases. All sections converging up north, Theodosios going for this cut-off point, got the flame for already here, burning through those Australians. And we got Panzer Pioneer on news as well, further complicated matches with Theodosios and forcing him to withdraw from the cut-off point. MG-34 team ready. Theodosios going straight for the platoon command post. Wow, so he is in fact skipping the dingo. That is again very bold. Not something expected to see, but here we are. Meanwhile, Oziligath continuing onwards with a mechanized company of Rash there, which has definitely been seeing a bit more popularity again over the last month or so here, so that is an interesting choice there. Machine gun could set up here, cover the cut-off point there in the surrounding areas, be a fairly strong position there, and certainly only add to Theodosios' problem. We do have the platoon command posts up here. Humbers could happen, of course he might go for Stewards if he anticipates, more problems out of Oziligath. Deutschland. Now he goes for the Humber. Humber armor on the way there. We'll have a see, of course, Oziligath's planet. I'm guessing maybe some Guastatoria and likely the howitzer. Probably not the light Italian tanks. There, good mines being laid down here.
Now we wait.
by the Panzer Pioneer there.
Encroaching on us.
Humber's almost done. And there you go, got the MG-54 joining in, making this defense here very painfully awkward there for Theodosios. But the Humber ramming though should shift it up, can just deploy smoke around here and then push in, like he was going to do there. Straight onwards here.
They won't get through here.
Panzer Pins at the half-track could also be in trouble. There's certainly a lot of potential problems here, honestly, for Oziligath the Hummer in the field here. But of course, he can just call in Panzerjägers here. I suppose we could just go for light Italian tanks in a few moments. Probably won't, but he could do it.
250 has been destroyed.
So there you go. Got the 250 half-track, small win there for Theodosios and the British Empire. But Oziligath got the Arctic on the way. Quasitore there also unlocked. Bangers Italian assault engineers.
Our victory point is being
There you go,
neutralized
smoke
by the
deployed here
enemy.
against the machine gun, from the cutoff point, and thus making sure he can't cover it. Further south here, Sabs grabbing the southern victory point. Pressure there from
Victory point
Theodosios
under enemy control.
is seemingly slowly building up here. Was Oziligath once more.
Repairs completed.
Achtrad right around the corner here for Oziligath, and does far to land. He can also call in some Quasitore, and he does do so. There you go, Quasitore on the field. They did also receive a buff.
Red armored car has entered the field.
Got the flamethrowers late Achtrad out.
Needs the target,
Which
Commander.
also received a buff now I think about it.
Light vehicle ready.
All the way setting out here.
You have orders.
Still, Oziligath has got macros back there, pushed back there by a Theodosios.
Enemy fire.
In here with the machine gun, 2-pounder gun out here for Theodosios, likely anticipating some kind of armoured problem, of course, to deal with. Though they're not even anticipating. The Arctard is, of course, an excellent question. 2-pounder gun ready, though. Great shot there in the Arctard, punching right through the frontal armour. Trying to get back that munitions point. Could smoke out the MG-54 team again. 2-pounder gun trying to move. Got the Quasitore on the move now. Munitions seized here for the glory of
Quasitore awaits assignment.
the King. And there you go, Quasitore moving in sections. Strings nearby though. With the marksman shot, could do a lot of damage to the Quasitore very fast here. There you go. Luigi and Mario quickly dropping down there. Giuseppe also becoming part of the terrain there. And there you go, I can push back with the 2-pounder gun. More great shots. Almost had it. But as all this is happening on the sides, we've got Oziligath pushing forward here with bikes and Panzer Pioneer. Thumbs up. Oziligath continuing to leverage some pretty solid map control here versus Theodosios. And Theodosios will need to do something drastic, I think, to turn this around. He could try for like double Humber, but probably won't pursue with the Panzerjägers about. They go for the Stuarts. Oh yes, yeah, there goes Stuarts on the way there for Theodosios. And there go Flamethrower team, pretty much incinerating the premises and forcing Oziligath's machine gun crew there to withdraw from it. Up north, Panzer Pioneer in the fight, but Matilda is welcome there, Humber moving in. Will Oziligath retreat too late here? We'll find out. Looks like not. And the Arctard there being fixed up.
The victory point is being
Move
taken
through the
from
send
us.
MG-54 just repositioned. On to get caught up on the flamethrower stab. The Stuart light tanker for Theodosios.
Victory point
Infantry
lost.
1 almost got the machine team. Narrow escape there for Oziligath. Very lucky there.
Territory lost.
Very lucky. Had it not been for those punchings, could have just dived in there with a Hummer and finished off the machine gun crew. Meanwhile, cutoff one being threatened here. Just Oziligath, even as he's managing, like, you know, the fight in the center, still managing good control on the sides as well there. So 2 thumbs up Oziligath there. Very good skill to have. Definitely some place I find tend to focus on one point on the map and then forget about everything else. So Oziligath definitely got some skills.
You have orders for us.
M3 on the right around the corner,
We have
Theodosios
lost
and the
control of
British
victory
Empire.
point. The enemy has
And there you
dropped
go,
to 300
tally
points.
ho,
The
chaps.
fight continues.
Back to a bit of quiet.
We're engaged. Infantry.
Up north, southwest the bike.
Standing guard.
Quasitore the moving forward straight for the center, the right into every British gun. Perhaps not the ideal here for Oziligath's Quasitore, but smoke grenade down there gets the job done.
Territorial sector lost.
Looks like Theodosios is going to just attack head on. Oh, actually, I might try to flank around, but does hit a mine. Good mining there caused by Oziligath. Despite the fact, again, Theodosios has that much eyes there. Well, doesn't actually think have much in Minesweepers, he does have one. So, Oziligath just leveraging again, he's got just better control here. There's light vehicles, so thumbs up to that. And he's rushing straight in for the Panzermate Commando. No mercy here out of Oziligath. More mines. Definitely looking to leverage just the sheer number of Panzer Pioneers. Effectively, we also got grenade launchers, the Granat and Büchse. Basically converted anti-tank rifles made into anti-grenade launcher rifles. They were also typically only part of Pioneer units. It's a fun side effect there.
We hear
North air bike spotted, sappers moving in. Panzermate Commando almost done. What will Theodosios do next? He versus his opponent. With any grenades, we do not actually bid a surprise there. Mining the center. Thumbs up. Got some minesweepers, but they're pretty much just where there aren't, I think, any mines at all. They're out of Oziligath, using enough. But there you go, Theodosios bringing a mortar. Going to be an excellent tool here for softening up any positions around the center. So thumbs up to that. Smart player thing there out of Theodosios. Good old pudding tube. As for Theodosios' base, we're not seeing too much of at the moment. We'll have to see if he takes up. There's definitely a pattern where a lot of Australian defense players, they just rely a lot on the battle group, and then they just skip the final tier and go straight for archers. Not all players do, but there's definitely a significant number of Brit players that do fall into that strategic pattern. Infantry on the way there for Oziligath. The Panzer Gun Fighter does still racing in here. Panzer's on the scene though, do prove to be crucial there. In the centre, storming force, but heavy machine nicely sort of covered away there. We do get smoke from the Humber. Good response here to Theodosios. Infantry training almost done as well here, giving Theodosios' men that bit of extra oomph as suddenly they understand how to aim the rifles a bit better. Alright, Nigel, you point that end at the enemy at a bit of an angle. Oh. Exactly, Nigel. Thankfully, almost done here. Arctic moves towards the centre here. 2 pounding on lining up. Heavy fighting for the centre there. Got Arctic getting slammed to his stood. Good joining as well here. Benson's one on the 2-pounder. Great shot there on the Arctic. North side Panzerjägers with Panzer Pioneer support fighting off an Australian section. And there you go, Humber racing him. Sensing an opportunity here, I think Theodosios has an opportunity to go in, but he doesn't. Though, kind of proving the right instinct as he got a Panther moving in here now, courtesy of Oziligath and the German Panzerwaffe. Ambulances for Oziligath. Late here.
The victory point is being taken
Better
from
late than
us.
never, and got Theodosios with a second 2-pounder gun.
We have half-track support fueled and ready for deployment.
What will be next is a good question. We actually got the Infantry for there being transport and start the half-track.
Utility truck has arrived.
Or just healed up, since the cannon veterans 1 heal units inside of it. I think it might change the ability again. All the way, though, mortar crew here being met with the Infantry 4 gets smoke out the Humber again. Good consistent use of that ability, by the way. Something I think a bunch of players forget here. Sappers on the flank, we're trying to take up around here. Don't. Gun up north here, hitting the northern flank here. Oziligath making a 2-pronged push here. Definitely catching Theodosios off guard, was not anticipating this maneuver. Going here, though, for the arc guard. Not a grenade launcher, but they can't stop the student from taking out the arc guard here. Great shots there. 2-pound crew wiped out. Sappers moving in. It's student moving forward well here. Does not pursue, perhaps there's too much going on here, and he's sort of losing track. All he's concerned about the Panzerjägers who do arrive shortly after. In the south, Panther meanwhile exploiting the action north to push from the south here. 2 thumbs to Oziligath. Really good playing there again. Once more, Oziligath definitely has, I think, sort of good battlefield vision of you. Like, he's good at, like, maintaining a bigger picture of the battlefield, as Adam said. Humber down, the Panther feet dodging and weaving right past all the 2-pounder guns. Ferocious play there. Oziligath, and it's absolutely throwing off Theodosios there. Absolutely brutal. 2-pounder gun crew down here, bike busy with the southern fuel point as well.
Armory upgrade underway.
section there, trying to get the cut-off point. We got a Panther by causing trouble. Theodosios is going for the company command post. He's not going to stall out here for an archer. Definitely, I think, the right move.
Supply lines are cut. Territory is isolated.
Certainly won't be easy either. Of course, I think once he gets, they probably should withdraw the Stuart light tank for a Crusader tank or something a bit bigger and a bit faster to apply more pressure to his opponent.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Looks like the bike here in the south might finally go down here. That's actually going to be a significant win here for Theodosios. As Oziligath really has been able to leverage the speed and mobility, and of course capturability is like really be a nuisance across the map. He's removing that. Will remove a fair bit of pressure there from Theodosios' shoulders, and he needs every bit of pressure he can remove right now.
We found the line!
More mortar fire there. Yeah, withdrawing the Stuart here. Thumbs up to Theodosios, definitely the smart choice here. Allow my thing to get at something like Crusader pretty fast, or the Matilda too. Probably not though, but I think either of the two would be a good option here. There we go. Of course, Matilda would be sort of more spongy, perhaps not quite as effective as the Panther 3 head on, but certainly a much tougher nut to crack for Oziligath. And he does in fact go for it. Thumbs up. Also, synergizes is better with just, his two anti-tank guns in the way. Because while it's not as fast, it also means the anti-tankers can easily keep pace with it. Plus, it's great at just blasting for the infantry. Southside, Southern Trouble here. Matilda, 1/3 of the way down here for Theodosios. British Empire, good to smoke here. Pretty much a good position to smoke here if you're the West player, because that way there's typically something here, but also here, so by smoking this area, you're pretty much just blinding like everything east of that. So, thumbs up there, and Oziligath clearly feeling quite confident with the way things are going. Going straight here for the Panther 3 Model L. Destroy meanwhile ripping apart the northern flank. But now, Theodosios has the Matilda 2 infantry tank on the move here. And that will definitely be a headache and a half here for Oziligath. And the 3rd Panzer Grenadier Shawn. Oh, damage to the Panther 2 pounder guns. And there goes Smoke Grenade. Buying his Panther a bit of time. Farther south here, Panzer's running about. Got 449, 164. Theodosios needs victory points back. And we got the Panther 4 here out for Oziligath. Assault Guns goes running long here. Using it, and the Panther 3, of course, far from enough to knock it out.
Batteries are on standby.
We'll have to see if Theodosios go for next. Maybe more Matildas, maybe a Crusader, some foot guards, could of course also be an idea. In that regard, he does have several options to pursue against his opponent. So the southeast section, Savage County 250 half track. Panzer 4, they're going for the flank. At least an aggressive dive here.
Under enemy control.
Soldiers quick rushing the 2 pounder guns and get rushed in return by the Matilda 2. Smoke board here, quite useless effective use of smoke by Oziligath in many ways. Meanwhile, Crusader tanks on the way for Theodosios in the British Empire, needing also something speedy and fast, like counter pressures. Opponent up north, the Arctic there is sort of on watch. Ready to artillery amongst other things is selected for Oziligath. Again, more smoke here, using the Panzer Pioneer's ability to fire smoke there with the grenade launcher. Bit of no-look ability, and also for what reasons, one the Falchion Pioneers does not yet. Meanwhile, further up north, Arctic aggressively patrolling in the flank. Panzer swinging behind here. Either it's really bad pathing, it's something deviously done here by Oziligath. Both, I think, are very possible here. Sometimes the pathing on this map can get weird. Panzer punching repairing while under fire is, I think, a big mistake here, but Oziligath is very risky. Fortunately, didn't get them wiped, but definitely could have happened here with a bit of bad luck. Save tank there, could get a bit more aggressive. Armored vehicle training up for Theodosios, thumbs up. 149% in 10.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Might want to pull that section just a bit back, if anything.
Commandant, we have command points available
Man,
to us.
oh, Crusader and 2 Panic are moving up further up north. Your point being grabbed. Theodosios is playing fairly cautious. Oh, mine gets it off. Fortunately, still got under his own tank, at the very least. There you go. Quick work there, fixing up the British tanks there.
Canona 105 field howitzers can be told
Howitzers being ready for Oziligath. Still about to get all repaired here. But Theodosios really needs more of the map back here against his opponent. Needs it back fast. Up 2 pound to back to Panther 3 here with a fierce volley. Light tank fire. Come on, Nigel, keep up the pace. These things don't exactly weigh a lot. Straight assault on the center, quick flanking Matilda 2 if he's bold enough. Crusader moving in from one angle, Matilda just keeps moving forward to the cut-off point. Could catch the Panther Punch after repairing it. There we go, Friedrich and DAK goes down. A lot of bunch up Panther Punch. He's going to keep repairing to go to the front line. This honestly feels like Oziligath is just begging for bad stuff to happen. Look, I think he catches on to his mistake here. Cross in the center, a bit of trouble. Hanzig is further up north, also in trouble here. A lot of potential nasty situation here for Oziligath, but he's still got the victory point lead. Big time. Saltburn is going for deep dive up against Theodosios' front line. So we call in a Rage of the slides, thumbs up, very powerful ability. 2 pounding guns could take out the 250 half, take another Crusader for Theodosios. Grenade assault here. Matilda heading on mine though. Got the assault is causing trouble. Trying to smoke out the 2 pounders, seemingly works a bit there. A lot of smoke here across the centre. Panther moving from the north, looking to apply fresh pressure against Theodosios. And Theodosios not pursuing here, instead looking just fortify and focus on the centre here. Not a bad move. Another Crusader tank there, almost done. Second one almost done. Matilda in trouble. Panther 4 moving in. Right to the 2 pounding guns. Matilda down. Big win there for Oziligath, but he could lose the Panther 4. He's unlucky. No, both shots on the mist or bounced. Fantastic light there. Panther 3 though, maybe not as lucky. Yes, went down. Crusader completely cooked it up there. That's a good win there for Theodosios though. He needs a lot more. Troy charging forward. Panther 4, they're getting bombarded by 2 pounder shell from all manner of sources. Panther Pioneers getting shredded as well there. Troy going for the anti-tank guns. Almost got the Panther 4 here. Can Theodosios get it without losing too many Crusaders? Lost one there, but if you take out the Panther 4, it won't matter. Big win there. Suddenly, Oziligath is down to no tanks. It seems like he's aiming for the Tiger tanks, so that may not matter too much. So, big win there for the Theodosios, at least for now. Some foot guards could be a good addition, or maybe some more Australians, I don't know, but a bit more punchy infantry against Oziligath could be handy. And maybe hunting down that arc line. Rushing out the 250 assault unit there. Need to get the Australians out of there. 138 versus 54. Storm Grenadier there routed. Center of the map is pretty much just a channel house at this point. But it's also like, you know, in a way, all the angles in Oziligath keeps tanking from also just helps keep Theodosios anchored in the center, meaning he can effectively, like, in a not really have to worry too much about the rest of the map unless Theodosios wakes up, and he does seem to be slowly waking up there. But Theodosios, I think, won't need more Crusaders to, like, really maintain any effective defense here at the various points. 45 to 138. Yeah, Oziligath might be setting up for the Tiger tank now. He's almost got the fuel, but manpower-wise, it's going to be a bit of a longer route. There we go. Arctic heading southwards. Machine in the north route, its south side of the Arctic, causing problems here for Theodosios' infantry section.
Our victory point is being neutralized by
Another
the
Crusade
enemy.
tank here, rushing this into the Guastatore. Oziligath tactics knows no bounds.
The enemy has
Said he is
taken a
rushing
victory
Guastatore
point.
into the strings line of fire, and the Crusade tank no mind the sappers. Mark cavalry doing a fair bit of damage. Stooks, not tight tanks out of the gap. Definitely a move I can admire. And always get behind. 2 thumbs up.
Italian
Was it
engineers
true though?
down.
Annihilated, and they dropped a flamethrower. Mamma mia. Stook 3 east on the move there. Mines exploding. Crusade tank in trouble. Panzer's actively in it. Got the double flamethrowers now on the sappers. Need the 2-pounder guns to cover it in the Crusader as the Sturmgeschütze here roll vorwärts. Driver there quickly turn the corner. There's the other Crusader tank. It's just arrived. Two-pounder coming from the north here. Crusaders just trying to buy time here. Crusader finally went down. Missed the Arctard. Oh, what rotten luck there. Great though for Oziligath. Pressure advances himself. Got triple Panzer Pioneers waiting. 390 versus 41 here. Two-pounder guns are definitely less than ideal here for Oziligath. Might see Stu kaput. Nope, smoke saved today here. Soldiers moving forward, keeping up that pressure. Ripping through the veteran gun crew there. The Theodosios managed to build up more Crusaders on the way there. Now, northeast section, holding off the Infantry 14. Might even score a white, which one he could grab it and turn against Oziligath.
MG-34 team killed in action.
Definitely would help Theodosios' map control. Lost the 2-pounder entirely as Oziligath viciously just breaks it apart there. I definitely should withdraw that 2-pounder gun. Definitely way too close to the front line there. Stuke's in trouble. A lot of damage here. Panzer Puncher is getting wiped out, and he gets it. At least he didn't drop a weapon here for Theodosios using against Oziligath here. Only getting too close with the Stukes. 2-pounder gun scores a hit, wiping one of the Sturmgeschütz. Panzer Pioneers further getting wiped. Heavy losses here for Oziligath. Really giving Theodosios, I think, a chance to now get back into the match here. We got more panzers for Oziligath, but not more infantry. So Theodosios were to go for more troops, like say foot guard section, there could be some potential problems here for Oziligath. He hasn't grabbed the machine gun there though, Theodosios. That could be a way to also like help Oziligath get a bit back into the match. So they're being swiftly fixed up. Come on, Nigel, get to work. I'm welding. Not fast enough. If I weld any faster, I'll cut off my fingers. Good. What? Now go rushing off to the Assault Grenadiers. Like here the mechanized infantry that Oziligath is employing. Thumbs up for that. 8's half-track. Very nice.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Could go for another Crusader suit here. Up one dispatch northwards. Nothing done with that machine gun team. Machine gun itself. Team opposite at this point is long gone. I guess the yeah, he's gotta go for note one, not Ricardo, but he is going for one. Not much of a surprise there. Got my machine guns. Thumbs up. Second Panther almost done for Oziligath. Panzer Pioneers taking a mauling there. As the lone assault in the center proved to be quite painful. But there you go. Back to almost getting the bleed back in. Theodosios needs to do something about this victory points to do it fast. Third Crusader right around the corner. We do get some units in northwards. Again, go try and grab the machine gun, but so far both players seem to be ignoring that MG34. For whatever reasons. They two hanging back here, known as a cruiser tank. The task was basically, once the lines have been punched open, to then sort of like cavalry break through and, you know, cause havoc behind the lines.
Enemy forces have captured a
Oh,
victory
fun
point.
fact there. One of the ways British armor doctrine was a bit different. Infantry rushing forward back with assault grenadiers further south, the section catching the Panzerjägers. Head on assault here. Not grabbing the point. Machine guns got destroyed. Looks like he might be planning a northern flank crusader, which could be quite devastating against Oziligath if he's not ready for it. Infantry 137. Arctic in deep trouble there. Go the flank from Theodosios working out here. Almost got it. Almost, but again he gets away. Rebel luck, man. Propaganda Crusader forces making them a bit tough to knock out Propaganda Fleet. Almost had the assault groups with the two near wipes here on Oziligath. And this, oh, Crusader hits a mine. Other Crusaders moving in, but it's too late. Shots are bouncing here, struggling to penetrate. Stooks, T also on the scene, a 2-pounder gun moving in here. Theodosios suddenly caught in a pretty bad spot here. As his opponent clearly was not anticipating this development. Church collapsing. One Crusader up in flames. Second Crusader about to go boom as well. Pretty painful there for Theodosios. 2 Crusaders lost and didn't like really take out a single unit. In return, like, failed to take out the Arctod and the section there.
Panzer 4 is ready for orders.
There's some bad luck. And we got here Oziligath adding another Panther 4. What was Theodosios doing under these kind of circumstances? I think a very good question.
My Panzer crew is ready, Commandant. Back doors. Move out. 250 standing by.
Picks up the Crusader.
Engines running.
Panther 4 on the move, launching us off to Northern Point. Oziligath strikes for Savathland. And he strikes hard. The smoke in this. And there we go, got the archer out of Theodosios. Prize tank destroys, the British called it self-propelled anti-tank gun. This British doctrine seemingly didn't really work with tanks. Fun fact there. Twin 24-37. Armored assault here in the centre though. Panther Fleet's diving archer. This scores a fairly good hit here on the Panther Fleet's 2 running out, cleared out. Another great shot, the rear hit, taking the Panther Fleet down to half health. Single shot. 24-34. Almost got the assault grenadiers here. Almost got the Panther Fleet as well. Got them, but also lost the Australian section. Brutal stuff there. Stu Karogi dashing in, then dashing out. Arctic running its command bonus there. Boosting nearby surrounding armored units. Three and total purpose is 26. Theodosios can hold out against his opponent. Certainly getting only tougher here for Theodosios. I think you need some things like, you know, provide a significant upset here against Oziligath, something to like really throw Oziligath off, at least just for a while. After they ping down the sappers, they do get some suppression there with the high levels of veterancy. There was actually 3 though. Yes, indeed it was. Frankie Norfolk Crusader taking on the move here. Arctic 2-pounder gun move as well there. Another Crusader. And there you go. Hits the man with the half track. Blowing out the engine. Sticky spot for Theodosios. Very sticky.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Going for the Oziligath Panda 4 does mean the centre is open here for a push by Oziligath. But at the same time, we should quickly at the north end, which I understand there might be a shot here for Theodosios. So it's a sort of risk I can understand here versus Oziligath. But unfortunately, it seems like the risk isn't paying off, meaning things are going to get very ugly for him.
We have lost control over victory
22
point.
versus 305. 250 after chopper section moving in. We got a lot of smoke here though.
Our
Probably large
victory
amounts
point
of
is
it.
being neutralized by the enemy.
Who calling up there?
Victory point lost.
There you go, Panda 3 swinging in there. Oziligath once more leading in for a push.
Only 10 points remain.
9 points left. 8,
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
7. Looking pretty rough here for Theodosios. Almost got center under neutral.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
Close call
point.
there for Theodosios. He's still in this match, but
Engine improvements and territory capture
it's
for
certainly
vehicles
looking
now enabled.
rough. And like a challenge. There you go. Another northern push here
300 points.
by the Panzerjägers in the half track. 3-inch mortar crew they cleared out. And suppressed him. Still moving into contest here. And they reach the point just kind of in time. 2-pounding gun Crusader on the move. Stoop rushing forwards. Close call there, but very much great degree of luck there for Oziligath. Got the Panzer getting ready for push in the centre. Theodosios is keeping a bit of reserve. He's definitely anticipating that Oziligath's going to make his next move in the centre. So of course Oziligath could exploit. They'd be aware of that by, launching attack from the flanks, just, attacking elsewhere on the map. More Crusaders, Theodosios. .89 number 7. Archer scores a great hit on the pen. He almost got it. Crusaders, though, rushing right into it. Exposing themselves to a lot of fire there needlessly. Archer could move a bit further here, I think. 281 was 7. Section 1, Theodosios really running out of infantry. I do think he needs to get some more troops. Australians, regular sections, sappers, both guards. I just think he needs some more troops out there. And we got the Panda 3 with the Panzer Punch grenade launcher. Okay, spicy choice there. Thumbs to Oziligath, definitely not the most common choice, but that's what he only had population for. North, another push here. Again, rushing forwards, 2-pounder gun transport with the smoke in the way. Got a Crusader tank here, rushing in. Arcnot almost knocked out. There you go, GG. A lot of explosions here. A lot of explosions. Absolute challenge in there. Goes Oziligath. Pulls through with a close win there. Nasty fight there. Well played with both sides. Oziligath, I think, just had that better, understanding of the map at large, and I think he was able to exploit that versus Theodosios. But I think at times playing too passively and defensively, which really gave, I think, Oziligath more advantages. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You've learned something from it. This is Imperial Lynch. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.